The video is starting. Are we okay? Assalamualaikum, and a very good evening, good night. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, welcome back to Ask Anything Facebook live sharing with Student Guidance Unit, University Tenaga Nasional. So again, with me, Dr. Husni Muhammad Razzi from Student Guidance Unit, Student Affairs Department of University Tenaga Nasional. And welcome back to our channel, and I hope it is not too late for me to say Selamat Hari Malaysia to all Malaysian, especially Sabah and Sarawak people, and we are so happy to be able to again celebrate this auspicious day of Hari Malaysia. And I hope that our unity, our brotherhood with all people of the citizens, all the citizens of Malaysia will remain strong until the end of time. Hopefully a more prosperous 100 years of Hari Malaysia punya celebration. Okay, so we're going to discuss today. I'm going to share with you today a topic about being supportive, because I think the past few session that I had with you, with all of you in this Facebook SGU guided counselling, we give more attention towards how we can cope with our own issues and psychological constraints, challenges, difficulties, stress and everything. But then we also need to know how we can be supportive to our friends who are in need or who are currently having a lot of psychological challenges, especially during pandemic ni kan. There's so many people are affected, whether physically being positively contracted COVID-19, or being close contact to person of having COVID-19, or hearing that their family member is diagnosed or positively contracted. It is something nerve-wracking, something very anxiety provoking, and this also can make one person feel so bad, so nervous, so fearful, and so many more kind of emotion, that we need to be able to help them as well. Okay, so hence come the topic today of being supportive. Okay, we are alright. Okay, so as usual, before we continue with our topic today, I would like to share one story about supportive. Okay, being supportive. Okay, once upon a time, many years ago, in a land far away again, lived this a person, and this person happened to live in nearby of a huge and very productive apple tree, pokok apple yang sangat subur. So this person happened to have a child, a small toddler. So when the toddler is already able to play outside and run around in the yard, so the parent allow these children to go out and play. So this one particular boy is really attracted to this very luscious apple tree. So this boy keep on coming back to that apple tree and like to play under the tree. So the tree become attached to the boy lah. The tree likes the boy so much, and remember, this is a fantasy fictional story. So the tree start to have conversation with the boy. Hello boy, what's your name? How have you been doing? Where do you live? So the boy also start to communicate with the tree. Oh, my name is Tom. I'm living nearby at that little small house, a very cute house with my family, just me and my parents, and I love them dearly, and so on and so forth. So they become close friends. And the boy will play every day, every single day without fail under the apple tree. So they have a good relationship together. Okay, layan je lah. So and then after their relationship getting stronger, so whenever the boy come, the tree without fail going to give or shed down his the most sweetest apple for the boy to enjoy, for Tommy to enjoy. So Tommy like it very much. So every time Tommy come and play with the apple tree, he always going to have a lot of apples to eat on his own, and also to bring back to his family. So they enjoy this, and this has been going on for many years lah, and the tree also feeling glad that Tommy will come and play and talk to the tree, so they have this good communication, good relationship, and the boy enjoy the apple, and the apple tree keep on giving the apple. I mean, who else does the tree going to give the apple to? So Tommy enjoy this. Okay. And then after a year goes by, so the Tommy now become a little bit bigger, and then Tommy start to wanted to play more than just running around the tree. So the tree said, okay, you can climb on me if you want, so you can have a better view, you can play and pretend that you are on top of a mountain on a castle, and Tommy like it very much. So Tommy learned how to climb the tree, and now every day whenever Tommy come to the apple tree, he always going to climb and do and have a lot of fun lah, on the apple tree. And then the apple tree said to Tommy, you know you can actually stay on me if you want. You can build a kind of small tree house on me if you want, so that we can spend more time. So Tommy liked it very much also, and he told to his parent, and his father make some small tree house lah on the apple tree. So Tommy liked it very much, so he spent more and more time with the apple tree. So now he has his small tree house, and he has abundance of apple supply from the graciousness of the tree. Okay, so and then this again continue for so many years until Tommy have reached certain age, and Tommy said, you know what, apple tree, now I need to travel. I need to travel because I need to go and study, so I cannot play with you every day anymore. So apple tree said, oh, that's too bad, but okay, I understand that you have something that you need to do, so go lah, but don't forget about me, said apple tree. And then Tommy said, I will never forget about you, you are my best friend, and we know each other for so long, so of course I'll be back to you. So apple tree feel, okay, fine, you will never forget me, right? I will never forget you, let's make a promise. So Tommy and apple tree make promise, and then Tommy go and sail away, I mean go far away lah, to study. And apple tree wait weeks after weeks, and then become months, and then become year. Tommy didn't come back, and then after several years did only Tommy come back. And Tommy did after coming back home to the hometown, Tommy go and see the apple tree. Hi apple tree, it's not how have you been doing? I'm not seeing you for many years. And apple tree so also feel very happy, like, hey Tommy, you come back, I've not seen you for very how have you been? So Tommy tell everything about the school, and how he had more friends now, and all the kind of things that Tommy do at schools, and apple tree happy to hear about it, but at the same time feeling that, okay, now Tommy have another friends. And apple tree realized that Tommy will not come back as often as he can anymore. Okay, and true enough, after that some period of time, Tommy come again and said, apple tree, I have now finished my study, now I need to go and far away because I need to find a job lah. Previously people go and sail and find businesses somewhere else outside their hometown, kan? So this is also what Tommy needs to do. And then apple tree sad, but he knows that this is the progress, kan? So okay, so now you are an adult. Yes, I am an adult. So you need to earn your living. Yes, I need to earn my living now. So I need to go and sail and find my fortune somewhere. And then apple tree said, how are you going to go to find this fortune in another place? I still have no idea. I'm still thinking about how am I going to go to the other place. And then apple tree said, you know what, I have few branches if you want, and you can use these branches to make a little boat for you, so that you can sail to the other parts of the island, so that you can earn your living. And then Tommy said, are you sure apple tree? Yes, of course I'm sure. What else can I do? I mean, I'm not producing as much fruit as before, so you might as well use my branches and make it as your little boat. So Tommy chop off some of the bigger branches in the apple tree and make a small boat for his own use. So with the boat from the apple tree branches, Tommy sail away and find a new living, earning a job lah somewhere else. So So Tommy go there, and yes, a few good years goes by. 1 year, 2 year, 5 years. Tommy doesn't return until almost 10 years. 7th year maybe, Tommy come back. Tommy come back. So apple tree again feeling so lonely, but then upon seeing Tommy come back, he feel happy again lah. He feel happy again. And then Tommy did come to apple tree, and I said, you know what, apple tree, I have find a good job, and then I earn a lot of money. I am I'm a very rich person now. I mean, I can earn my living lah, kata Tommy. So apple tree feels so happy to hear. And then Tommy again give another news. And you know what, apple tree, I am now married. I'm not married, so I am bringing back my wife. And then now I am looking for I need to build a house. I need to build a house because I need to bring my family to live here. So I need to find a lot of resources lah in order to build my house for my family. So apple tree said, okay, so are you going to stay here? Yes, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to make a house here nearby to my parent house. But first I need to build a house. Kan? So how are you going to build a house? The apple tree asked Tommy. Tommy said, I'm not sure. I'm still looking about the best the best resources to do lah. And then apple tree said, you know what? After so many years of you are not here, I have grown more bigger branches, and you can use several of my branches to make your own house, to make you yourself a house. So Tommy said, are you sure, apple tree? Again, yes, why not? So again, Tommy chopped off several branches, bigger branches than before, to make his own small house so that he can live with his new family. Okay, and then he chopped off a lot, quite a chunk of the apple tree, and managed to build a small but decent house for the family. Okay, and after Tommy lived happily with his family after many years. Tommy didn't come and visit the apple tree because he's busy running his business, tending to his family. But the apple tree is still there, waiting and hoping that one day Tommy will come back and again have this conversation. And after many years, one old guy come to the apple tree, and then apple tree asked, do I know you? And then Tommy said, you don't recognize me anymore? I am Tommy. I'm your little Tommy. And they said, oh, you are not little anymore. You have grey hair on your head. Yes, I already old. I have children on my own now, and I'm expecting grandchildren, said Tommy. Oh, you have a very good life. Yes, I have a very good life thanks to you, apple tree. So apple tree so happy to hear. And then what now? What's your plan? Apple tree asked Tommy. Tommy said, you know, I don't know. I mean, I think I'm just going to spend my time here with you because I already accomplished or achieved whatever I want. I got my jobs, I got my fortune, I got my family, I have a house now. So I think now I'm going to sit down and settle down with you, said Tommy. And then apple tree said, oh, that is a very nice thing to hear, Tommy. I am really looking forward, but apple tree said, I have nothing else to offer. I have no more branches. I only have left with this old stump. I don't even have leaf or apple to offer you anymore, and I don't think I have much time. I'm dying, said the apple tree. I'm so old, I'm dying. Upon hearing that, Tommy said, oh my God, I'm so sorry, apple tree. What have I done to you? No, said apple tree. This is what my purpose of living lah. My purpose of living is to be a service to someone else, to be useful to someone, and I have been serving you, and I have been useful to you, and I hope you have a good life. And now I will go in peace, said apple tree. And soon, true enough, after some few days or weeks, the apple tree died. So what is the moral of the story here? The moral of the story, apple tree is the most supportive friend lah, supportive people that Tommy could ever ask for in his life, even more supportive than Tommy's family. So what I wanted to say is that when you have these supportive people around you, don't take it for granted. You have to cherish them, because you don't know when is it the last time you're going to see this very supportive person. And you know what? Usually this most supportive person is first and foremost would be our own parent. Our own parent is our number one fan, our most avid supporter, and our parent usually is the one who going to take care of our back lah, whenever, wherever, without hesitant, like the apple tree. Take my branches, take my apples, take my roots, my trunk, if you want anything. So the apple tree give anything, including sacrificing its own life after giving so much to Tommy, knowing that after I giving my trunk, I would not going to survive for so long, but yet apple tree still doing it, because he feel that serving for others is a way of living. It's a meaningful way, and this is the right thing to do to people who are in need. And according to the apple tree, Tommy is a person in need. When he give Tommy the sweet apple fruit, because Tommy is growing up, Tommy needs all that nutrition and vitamins, so he give all the apple tree. And then when Tommy is growing up, he allowed Tommy to climb and explore on his own trunks, so that Tommy can become stronger and braver and clever, by exploring all aspect of the apple tree. And then when Tommy need to sail, Tommy chop off the branch to make the boat. And then when Tommy come back and wanted to build a house, apple tree offer everything that he has, so that Tommy can build a house for his family. So that is being supportive without any limits, without condition, and that can only usually come from our parents. So appreciate our parents and appreciate everyone who is being supportive to our life in all phases of our life, be it the smallest thing, but being supportive is have so many values and so many meanings. It's important for us to acknowledge this. And coming back to our topic today, how can we be that supportive person? Okay, alright, so now I'm going to share with you what are the things that we can do if we want to be supportive towards other people. Okay, alright. So first and foremost, when you want to be supportive to others, you have to reach out to them. You have to make them know that I am here and I want to help you. So you cannot say that you want to be supportive without informing them and hoping that they will realize this on their own. Usually people who are in need of help, they don't realize that they need help, so they feel that everything is okay. So if you think that there is somebody, someone, your family member, your friend, your sibling, whatever, who needed help and they don't realize it, reach out to them. Tell them, you know what, I think you are having trouble in some aspect, and I think that you might be needing of help, and be prepared, because usually people who need help and didn't ask because they don't know that they need help, they don't know that they are in problem, they will push away. That is a normal reaction, a normal reaction of people who doesn't know that there is something wrong about them. So it's normal for us when we want to help others to be pushed away, but don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. So when they push you away, it's okay. You step back for a while. But that doesn't mean that you're going to disappear forever. Step back for a while, give them some time to process, and then come back again. Even when they say that they are okay, they just want to be alone, you keep on coming. Keep on reaching out to them, whether you come physically, you call, send text, send them emails or letters, just saying that, hey, you know what, I am here and I want to help you if you needed me. Just give them the signal that I am here for you, and I will willing to help you if you want me to help you. And sometimes the person who wanted help, they also don't know what to be done, and we are the one who giving support. Also sometimes we don't know, what is it that we can help, what is it that you want. So it's okay. So it's okay. Just sit down together and say that, okay, let's figure this out together. I don't know, you also don't know, but I want to help and you are in need of help. So let's sit down together and see and explore what we can do, what we can identify, and actually come up with some ideas, for example. So remember, it's normal for them to push away, but keep on coming, keep on showing that I will not back away. I will always going to be here for you, and I'm going to help you in any way that I can, in the way that you want me to help you. Sometimes they just want to be listened, kan? So if they just want you to listen, and then listen lah. Be calm. As the person who are asking for help is already panic enough. So when people come and ask to you to ask for help, usually they are in a very panic mode kind of situation. They don't know what to do, hence they come and ask for your help. So you don't become panic you yourself. Oh my God, so how now? Calm yourself down, because they're already panic and upset enough. So sit them down, make some coffee or some tea, offer them some chocolate. Chocolate is always a good thing to offer when people are upset. Offer some chocolates, and let them breathe for a while, and breathe in, breathe out, and after a few minutes, then when you see that they are more calmer, they can now focus and look at you in the eyes, then only start talking lah. So you don't freak out, don't freak out, even though that they look so panicky, and when they come to you in this most urgent or emergency kind of manner, don't panic. You need to calm them down, because if both of you panic, then both of you need help lah. So you have to first calm this person down. Okay, relax, breathe in, breathe out, sit down. I will get you some water, you have to drink. Giving a panic person to drink a glass of water is also a good idea to calm themselves down. So give them water, ask them to drink slowly. So when they are finished drinking, then only you can talk to them. Okay, now tell me what's wrong. Okay, so don't freak out. And then always show empathy. Empathy is you imagining that you are in their shoes. So imagine that if you are in their shoes, how would you feel? How would you feel? And how would you want people to help you? So listen to them carefully. Imagine that you are in their shoe, in their scenario, in their situation, in their condition. Imagine that you are them. And then don't make hasty or impulse action. Okay, now let's do this. Okay, don't wait anymore. We cannot wait we cannot waste any second any longer. We need to act now. No, you don't act hastily. You need to calm them down, and then walk through everything. Even though if this person feel that this is, let's go. I want to confront this person now. Let's go. You have to be with me when I confront. Chill, calm your friend down, and don't make hesitation. Yes, I also want to confront him or her. Let's go together. No, it's always going to end up very badly when people act spontaneously or hastily. So don't act hastily, don't freak out, be empathized, and don't act hastily. Okay. Alright, the next thing that you can do is listen. Remember, we have 2 ears, which means that you have to listen more and talk less. Okay, so when people come and ask you for support or ask you for help, listen to them. Listen until they say, okay, now are you going to say something? Then you say, okay, this is my opinion. If you want to say my opinion only, you can take it if you want. You can also throw it if you want. It's not compulsory for you to take. Until they ask you to give opinion, then only you give opinion. Other than that, before they ask you, don't give them, and never ever judge them. This is such a stupid decision. No. Remember, you are not in their shoes. You need to be empathized. So do not judge them. Listen. And remember that your friend is already hurting. They already have so much pain in their heart. They are already feel so much anxiousness and sadness. So you don't need to add that up by not listening, by cutting them middle sentence. So no, allow them to pour out everything that they want to tell you. So let the floodgate open and allow them to tell you anything. And then if after your friend have poured out everything, for example, and you don't know how to give any comment, So you can share motivational stories and that you heard from others, and successful story. You know what, I heard this person who have similar problem like you, and they are also going through hard time and bankruptcy whatsoever, and then they did what, they go to this and consult with financial advisor, and they're slowly building up. And I think you can refer to this as well, right? So give them positive story, so they feel that okay, there's still hope, and there's still hope, right? If you don't know how to give comment based on your experience, because you don't have experience to share, right? So you can share with some other good story, positive stories, eh? And then you need to know what kind of problems that they are facing, and how can you be an assistant to help. So if you have, for example, I said earlier, they have issue in their career, business, financial, so you need to know how to advise. If you don't know how to advise about financial, for example, so you can lead them, you can lead them to this channel, or this is a person, expert, that can help them and talk to them about their financial situation, or when they are having problem in their for example, marriage lah, if you have friend who already married and they have problem in their marriage, you don't put gasoline in their already fiery relationship, so be neutral and say that, you know what, I think you should talk to this marriage counsellor. I happen to know one marriage counsellor, so maybe you can talk to him or her and look at how you can overcome or settle or manage this issue. So you need to identify what is their difficulties and channel out to the right person if you don't have the expert. But being supportive is that you channeling, if you also don't know, wait, let me Google, let me check, let me ask a friend who have expert in this, and then I will get back to you. That is you being supportive. So you Google, find out more information about whatever lah that your friend is needed, and then send the information to him or her. And then better still, you go together with them. So if they need to see the boss ke, lawyer ke, police officer ke, to make a report ke, if you're able, go and be by their side, and that will be very supportive, and they will feel much relief, and they will feel a bit of courage, and feel a little bit of braver lah, when they have somebody that they trust by their side. So make sure that you know what kind of help that this person is needed and where to get this help. Don't send them to the wrong people. Then send them to witch doctor lah, and ask them to see shaman to perform bad things. Channel them to the right person. And then if your friend is, if it's allowed, you can also show physical support. For example, you can hug them, and maybe hold their hands when they are need. If you are allowed lah, same sex, or if it's allowed lah in your religion ke whatever, giving physical support is a very good effect. It will provide good effect to both parties, especially to the person who in need of support. They feel warm, they will feel that they are safe, they will feel that someone is taken care, and this is going to produce all this happy hormone. And when this happy hormone is produced by the hug that you give them, they will feel much better, they will feel a little bit lighter, and they feel that this is something that they can handle with your assistant, of course. So it's good if you are able to give this physical support, hug them, hold their hands whenever they are coming to you for an assistant. And then sometimes it's not hurt, it's not hurtful lah, when you do a silly jokes lah, to make them laugh. You want to make them laugh so that they feel a little bit again lighter. The idea of hugging, physical touch, and also making this person laugh, person who are currently in this difficulty situation, is for them to produce this happy hormone. So when they produce the happy hormone, the dopamine, serotonin, so it will make them feel good, it will make them feel relief, it will make them feel much lighter and feel that I can do this, you know what, I'm not so scared anymore. So that is why it's important, if you can, to give this physical touch, and also to make some jokes. If you cannot, like this, now we are online, so we cannot hug them, make them feel good by telling stupid jokes, sharing funny stories, so that your friend feel lighter and they laugh, and once they laugh, immediately the problem that they feel so big become slightly smaller. So it's important. It sounds silly, but it's important, and it really give a good effect out. So try that. And saying the right thing. Saying the right thing means that focus on them. So when they are telling you stories about themselves, about their problem, when they are asking for your support, so you should listen and focus on their stories rather than, you know what, same thing happened to me and then I did this. And it's not about you. You have different story, you have different circle of situation, and you have different capabilities of how to handle that story, even though the problem is similar. So focus on your friend. Okay, so what happened? Who were they around you when this happened? So what do you do? What do you say? How do you feel? Focus on them, because they are the one who are in need of the support. So they come to you for the support. They don't come for you, or they don't come to you to hear your side of story. They want you to hear them. So support them by listening and always focusing on them. Sometimes our friend, when we are giving their support, they tend to go all over the place, which means that although they are telling us about their problem, but they're also taking this a little bit of issues from that part, a little bit of issues from person C, a little bit of issues from person D. So you also need to realize this, and if you're able to make your friend focus again. Okay, stop talking about A, B, C, D and E. Now it's about you. You are the one who is so sad and upset and angry or frustrated or disappointed. So come back to your story. What do you want? How do you feel? What is your next step? So bring back your friend, his focus or her focus to their issues, their matters, and how are they going to do or make something out of it. Okay, and then try as much as we can not to say this what we call cliche sentence lah. I know how you feel, I understand exactly what's going on, and or it could be worse, or I told you so. So please refrain from saying things like that, because it will really hurt their motivation to tell the story. Because when you say this kind of cliche sentence, it makes them feel that they are being judged, and you have judged them negatively. You have judged them as being incompetent, as being unable to settle issues on their own. So try as much. Bite your tongue, not to say I told you so. Just listen. Although that you know I told you so is the appropriate thing to say, but please don't, because they already said enough. Just say that, okay, alright, so I yes, so now what can I do? What can I do for you? So what do you want me to do, for example? So use that kind of neutral sentences, neutral but encouraging. So don't use judgmental, evaluative sentences like I told you so. It could be worse. Yes, it could be worse, but it also could be better. Okay, so don't use that kind of sentence lah. If you can, try. And then stay positive at all time, even though there's the thing that they share is negativity. So it's not saying that you give false hope, that all things can be settled and nothing, no harm can come to him or her. There are always going to be consequences for whatever situation that happens. The consequences can be good and also can be bad. So be positive, but at the same time tell the gravity of it lah. So if this happen, you have to be prepared that you might lose your, you might need to resign from this job, for example, or you might need to take deferment from study because of this particular issue, whatever it is lah. But it's not the end of the world. You can continue back your study once the issue is settled, or you can take some time to rebuild yourself so that you can be better and find job at other places. So being positive doesn't mean that you sugarcoat things and say that everything will be fun, you will be okay, everything is rosy, rainbow and sunny. No. So when it's bad, it's bad. So say that, okay, these are the things that you might lose your car, your house might be taken away, but there are ways of how we can reduce the damage being done. So try to support them in that way. So do not undermine the negativity, the bad things that can happen, but highlight the things that although bad things can happen, but there are also way how we can manage this, how we can manage this situation so that you can still continue living and continue studying, continue working or whatever. Okay. Alright. And then if you have solution, you can offer. You can offer and share them. You know what? Maybe you can try this A, B, C, and D. So if you do A, the outcome will be this. B, this, C, this. And then let them choose. You don't force them. You don't manipulate them. Let them choose. Let them decide whichever solution that is suitable for them and suitable for their capability and their resources. Sometimes the solution that we give is not compatible, which means that they might not have the energy to do it, they might not have the financial means to do it, so you need to be prepared about this. And sometimes all your solution is something that they cannot do. So don't be disheartened, don't be discouraged. Step back for a while and then rethink, re-strategize. You will be able to come up with few other solutions together with your friend. So but draft up a solution that is suitable for your friend's ability, resources and situation. Sometimes there are so many things that holding back, even though that he or she can do this, but there are family constraint, financial constraint, and relationship constraint. So we need to take into all this consideration and have to be respectful of your friends, whether they are willing or wanting to take your solution or not. Don't be offended. Don't be offended and say, well, I have give you solution, all this, I think the whole night I didn't sleep to come up with this solution, and then you just toss it away like it doesn't mean anything. No, it means a lot to them, but it's just that they have some things that is hindering them from choosing or taking that option, because so many things there's so many factors that can stop people from doing something. So you need to understand this and not to be judgmental, and be ready to offer other solution if you have. If not, you can, like I said earlier, channel them to the right person who can help your friend in a better way and you just be there by their side always. Okay. And sometimes they don't want to listen to us, they don't want to listen to our solutions, suggestions, stories, okay? And it's okay, because it's your right to give the suggestion, and they also have right whether to listen or not to your suggestion. So again, don't take offense. Don't take offense, because remember again, from the beginning, it's not about you. It's about your friend who is in need of support. So your part is be there by your side, giving whatever you can, but do not push them. Do not control them. Do not manipulate them to take or do whatever that you suggest. At the end of the day, it's their life, it's their choice. So you can be helpful to some extent, but then it's entirely up to them to take or not to take, to agree or disagree with whatever that you have suggested. Okay, but things that you can overrule for example, if you notice or if you realize and you have evidence, make sure you have evidence that your friend has been abused. So if your friend have been abused physically or sexually, and they don't want to do anything about it, this is where you can take your own action. Go to the authority, because abusive victim will be very scared and they always be in denial, because they fear that they will get more abuse from the abuser if the abuser know what they have done and trying to make a report to someone, to the authority. So you might be helpful here if you have the evidence, take pictures, and this is the only way where you can intervene you can take action on your own when you see signal or evidence of physical and sexual abuse. And other than that, you cannot force your friends, and you just need to be there by their side, be respectful of their need and their wishes, and sometimes remember, people recover at a different rate now. Some people can easily recover after a few minutes or few hours of crying, they will become okay again, but some people need more time, some people need a week, a month, so you need to allow this time for your friend to recover, to grieve, to cry, whatever, so you need to allow them. But remember, make sure that it's also not going to last forever lah, so you remind them or tell them, okay, take all your time to grieve for a month or 2 months or 3 months, for example, and then on the 4th month I will be back, and I'm going to take you out, we're going to have so much fun and do all crazy things that we were unable to do before, for example, so give them time, so don't say that, why are you so weak, come on lah, move on, snap out of it, don't, because we are not them. So allow them to process the emotion, process the feeling, process what happened in the situation. For example, they are being cheated, so it's hard for them to process, how can this happen, what did I do wrong. So allow them to process this, and allow them to grieve, allow them to cry if they need it, and then when they are ready, or you give them a limit a little bit, after 3 months I will come back and I want you to be ready, because we're going to go out and conquer the world, for example, then you come back, because if a person continuously living in a grief for more than 3 months, then it's not okay, it's now becoming a mental health concern, so put a limit lah, put limit 2 months, okay, 3 months, you should not go more than 3 months, so tell your friend this, I allow you to be sad for 2 months and a half, and then I will be back and you'll be ready, because we're going to have so much fun, okay. So be that kind of a supportive friends or family member, and also realize that when things is no longer within your limits, so if you realize that your friend has a serious medical issues, addiction, psychological challenges that is beyond you, please ask your friend to go and help them, referring your friend to a professional lah, psychiatrist ke, counsellor ke, notice these differences, notice these changes, and let them know that I think you are no longer like yourself, I have been observing you for more than a month now, you are showing this kind of behavior, you start to forget a lot of things that is not you, you always organized person, you become this and that, so I think there's really something bothering your mind, I think you need to talk to a doctor, so realize or be aware when things is no more within your means, so let your friend go, or take your friend go and see the professional, and then keep their problem private lah, so when they come to you and ask for your support, confide in you, it should be your privilege to keep it to you yourself, don't share it, don't make a podcast out of it, analyze it with others that is not within the circle of your friend that shared the first place, and don't make it a gossip, so when they trust you and confide in you, please guard their secret or things that they confide with you at the highest regard lah, because they have put trust in you. It's about their dignity and their honor, for example, and you should not betray that, if you betray that, then you are not supportive lah, okay. So I think that is all the point that I want to share to you today about being supportive. So I would like to look at the chat box for a while, if I have a question from the viewers. Waalaikumsalam Sufia. Oh, thank you. I pun rindu juga dengan suara you. Thank you Parishana. Waalaikumsalam Diana. Thank you Farhana. Waalaikumsalam Aisyah. Waalaikumsalam Farhana. Nigel, good evening to you. Salina, waalaikumsalam. Thank you Ruvian Shakar. Thank you Aiman Hakim. Yes, Nigel, the story of an apple tree, so it might sound ridiculous to you, but trust me, it has a lot of meaning of sacrifice, serving others. Waalaikumsalam Haris. Waalaikumsalam Hidayah. Waalaikumsalam Elia Natasha. Waalaikumsalam Puan Ila. Eileen, missing you. Hi Vignes. Waalaikumsalam Eza. Waalaikumsalam Rita. Okay, so any question guys about anything? Okay, so yeah, be a supportive person, be a supportive person, and by being a neutral and don't influence them, and most importantly, don't think that you are in charge of their life. Don't take control over their life, because you will hate you will hate when people want to take over your life and try to control and teaching you or instructing you as if you were children, as if you were a toddler. You would not like that, so don't do that to others, even though if you see that they are now losing their mind kan, so it's not for you to take over their life, it's for you to help and channel them to focus again, to realize that they have means, they have power, they have ability to solve or to get back their life according to what it is supposed to be. So when they are in such a mess, when they are such a mess in their mind, they forget all this, and they forget that they have knowledge and they have skills and ability to overcome this problem, because they are so drowned under this negative emotion of feeling upset, feeling betrayed, feeling anger, so until they forget that they have the resources, they have the means in order for them to snap out of it, to get out of this situation. So help them to realize that, hey, you know what, you used to be this and that, I remember you can perform this, you solve these issues, so you for sure you can do that back. Just you need time, you need time to rethink, you need time to grieve, you need time to recover, so allow yourself some time, and when you feel much better, all the skill and all this knowledge, information that you have previously will come back, and you will be able to practice it again, apply it again to solve this particular new problem. So allow them to have allow them to see back, reflect back who they were before they have these issues and problem. And be neutral, remember, be neutral. Don't put on more fire on the already burning heart. So ask them to calm down, chill, and if needed, sometimes their feeling of anger or sadness or depression or anxiety is so intense, try to distract them once in a while, and distract them with, like I said earlier, funny jokes, funny stories, and doing things that you enjoy to do together before. Going to movies, shopping, if it's allowed, please observe the SOP as always. Have a picnic, play some sports, whatever. So distract their mind a little bit, and then find out what are the potential resources that can help them. For example, if they have issues, again, like I said, in marriage, so you can direct them or get the information about a marriage counsellor, about a doctor, financial advisor, whoever that you think can help them in their particular problem. Get the information and give it to them, supply it to them, and it's up to them what to do next. And if they decide to do but they don't have the confidence to do it, so you offer yourself, okay, I'll be there for you, I will accompany you to go and see this lawyer police officer whatever. The least that we can do, being supportive friends or supportive family members. Let's see, do you have any other question? Oh, Madam Shazura is with us today. Thank you, Madam Shazura, for your support. Okay, question. Do you have any other question about being supportive? It's okay to admit that you don't know what to do when your friend is coming to you and saying all this problem that they had. So it's okay to say, well, I don't know what to do, but I will listen, and then we're going to think about it together and see what do you want to do first. Sometimes they are so serabut in their mind, and there's so many things they don't know what is the the most important, the priority, which need to come first. So maybe the list that you can do is, I think this is more important, you need to settle this first, and then only this is and that. So maybe that is the only help that they want, and trying help someone to sort out what are the issues that need to do first, and second and third and so forth, creating the list. So maybe you can be there, and help them to make this list, identify what is the most pressuring issues, second, third, so on and so forth. And another thing that is also very important for me, at least, don't forget to pray for your friend. Every night before you sleep, when you pray in the middle of the night, think of your friend and pray for them. Pray for them that they will have a stronger spirit. Pray for them that God will send help. Pray for them that they will be feeling much better, that they will resolve all their problem. Pray for them that all their problem will be will have a fast and easy solution. So pray for them, because everything comes from God. At least for me, I believe that everything comes from God, and God have all the answer and solution for everything. So ask Him lah. Ask God to help and present in this particular situation. And if you want to pray together with your friend, it's even better. So let's pray together lah, kan? Let's ask God together that so that your problem will be solved, or God will help us to clear up the way. So let's pray together. That is even better. But if you are unable to do so because of distance now, we have to be apart, you can do it on your own, and pray for them. And that is for me is the most precious gift lah, that you pray for your friend, whether they know or they don't know, it does not matter. But that is the most beautiful gift, a prayer of a friend, because that is the most sincere gift that anybody can give their friend to. So praying lah, start praying for your friend and whoever in needs of assistance in their daily struggles and their daily challenge. Okay, I need to look back again if there's any other question, if there are any question. We don't have question at the moment. So what else can we add to it? So in this time of need, I think it is more people who in need of support, and it is timely that everybody should be there for someone who are in need. And it will be good that if we can be that person, be that supportive person that provide calmness, that provide warmness, provide tranquility and sanity to our friend who in needs, who have a very troubled mind, don't know what to do at their losing end. So it is very good, and if we can be that person that they trust enough to come and confide in us. So be that person, and remember not to push them away. And be ready that it's not always sunny and rosy, because there are also times when you're going to be hurt with these people that you try to support, because they don't understand, they don't see the problem or the thing that you say from your perspective, because all of us is different from one another, so don't take offense, and try to step back a little bit, and then re-strategize, maybe rephrase your sentence, your word, and try to see it from their perspective, and then explain to them according to their worldview, and maybe the next time you explain to them will be making more sense, and they will understand it and stop pushing you away. So sometimes it was just a matter of rephrasing the wrong word that we use, the sentence that we use is too strong, and sometimes it's even our intonation when we say it in too high of a note, so we need to be cautious of that as well. Okay. And then being supportive also means that you're not going to judge them, not going to ridicule them. And sometimes, even though when you hear their problem is very trivial, you feel that, oh my god, this is so silly. Don't underestimate, because it is huge to them. It is huge to them, and see it from their perspective, and try to understand and rephrase that in a more positive manner, in a more constructive manner. Okay, if this is how you feel, I think there are ways that you can overcome this, or change this, because you are tell all their good qualities that they have, but they didn't realize, or already forgotten, because they have so many things in their mind, because they are so emotional at that moment, so they tend to forget all that they have possessed before. Okay, so help them by being supportive, by pointing them to the right direction, by being neutral, not overpowering, not manipulating, not trying to take over their life, and don't be judgmental, and be there for them, because sometimes that is all that they need. Just be there and listen without you having to say anything. Okay, so that is being supportive, at least for me. Okay, I try to do as much as I can. When there's somebody who is in need of my support, I try to do that. Be neutral, not to judge them, not to force them to take my decision, etc. And also try to find resources that might be useful to them, and at the end of the day, remember, it's their life, so they have to make their choice, and because they are the one who have to live with that choice, so it's not you, it's not us, it's them. So you can present all the alternative, but let them choose, and you can provide all the support from the side. Okay, so I think that is all from me. And before I end our session, let's see if we have any question from the viewer. Tak ada. Okay, so I thank you so much everybody for again being here with me, tanpa jemu, although kalau jemu pun buat-buat tak jemu. On Friday night with Student Guidance Unit Facebook Live. I hope that this would help anybody, and if you need anything, if you need to discuss anymore, or if you want to talk to me personally, so please email me at husni@uniten.edu.my, because yes, at this time of moment, pandemic, there's so many uncertainties, people are so stressed out here and there, inside and out, so if you need to talk to me personally, so please email and let's make appointment, and we will have online session online video session if you need. Let me know. So I hope that everybody will have a good weekend and stay safe. So for those who have not yet get your vaccine, please do so, because UNITEN will be open once that we reach 100% of student vaccination. So please do that. Do it for yourself and do it for others, because we are in support of others. We want other people to be healthy as well. We need to take care of ourselves. We need ourselves to be healthy first and protected. So please get yourself vaccine, and now you can just walk in. For those who have not yet received appointment, please do so. Then inshallah, with God willing, we'll be able to have face-to-face classes, face-to-face counseling session again, and this would really going to make our life feel a whole lot better, because we are back to normal again, hopefully. But you have to do your part, in order for you to receive all the support, and you also need to do your part by taking the vaccine. So it's important, please do so. Okay, so I hope we meet again in the next session. So next week there will be another counsellor with another interesting topic, and maybe we can have a more hot discussion on the next session. So I really hope that you will tune in again to Guidance Counselling Facebook, and hopefully we will meet again. So that is all from me. I apologize if I say anything wrong and hurt anybody's feeling. I'm so sorry. That is my weaknesses, and I wish you all the best. Selamat berhujung minggu, and see you soon in the campus. Alright, that is all from me. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Bye bye. Take care, guys. Take care now. Bye.